Right now at 10, next steps. The Chippewa County Board is deciding what to do following an investigation into its county sheriff.
And against impeachment, one former conservative justice is advising Republicans to not impeach the court's newest liberal justice.
Plus, wanted for arrest. La Crosse police still on the hunt for a man accused of attempted first-degree homicide.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
An arrest warrant has been issued for a man accused of an attempted homicide in La Crosse.
Police are searching for 43-year-old Freeman Cole. He's accused of beating and trying to strangle a woman to death in a storage garage back on October 3rd.
According to the criminal complaint, Cole asked the victim for a hug before stepping them both inside the garage and closing the door. He then allegedly tried to strangle her while hitting her in the face and head with a closed fist.
The complaint says the woman pretended to lose consciousness so he would lower her to the ground. When he did that, she screamed for help. Employees at the nearby KFC heard the screams and opened the door to find the victim and Cole inside.
Cole then fled the scene on foot, and police are still trying to find him. He faces attempted first-degree homicide, strangulation and suffocation, and false imprisonment.
You are encouraged to call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen if you have any information on Cole or his whereabouts. You can also reach out to the La Crosse Police Department with information.
And we'll have that phone number as well posted on all of our digital platforms. Also tonight, the Chippewa County Board met to discuss the next steps for Sheriff Travis Hakes following accusations of misconduct on the job.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain is in Chippewa Falls with the details tonight. Michael?
Yeah, Ken and Emily, tonight the Chippewa County Board decided to continue the investigation after individuals spoke tonight. A complaint filed in May accuses Chippewa County Sheriff Travis Hakes of sending inappropriate text messages to a new employee. During the meeting tonight, the board heard from the public, many of whom voiced support for the sheriff.
Read those text messages, and to suggest that they are overtly sexual is truly absurd. Potentially flirtatious, maybe, but overtly sexual, it's absurd. I mean, I had my wife, who was a grade school teacher, read it. I had my 80-year-old mother read it. Neither of them found anything overtly sexual in them of any sort.
Others say the sheriff's office is no place for inappropriate conduct of any type.
What happened here may not have been nudity. It may not have been the aggressive sexual harassment that we're used to. But it leads up to that. It starts small. It starts in grooming behaviors and patterns, and it gets worse.
In Chippewa Falls, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Michael. A former conservative Wisconsin Supreme Court justice is advising Republicans to not impeach one of the court's liberal justices. In an email sent Friday, former Justice David Prosser told Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to not pursue impeachment against Justice Janet Protasiewicz. Prosser was part of the three-person panel Vos put together to review the possibility of impeaching the court's newest liberal justice. Vos and other Republicans raised the idea of impeachment if Protasiewicz did not rescue herself from a redistricting lawsuit due to her past comments calling the legislative maps rigged and unfair. On Friday, Protasiewicz decided to stay on the case. Yesterday, Vos did not mention impeaching her, even though he said she should have recused herself. Earlier tonight, Governor Evers filed a motion to become a party in the redistricting lawsuit. The motion argues that Evers' intervention is warranted in this case because redistricting, quote, squarely involves the governor.
A sweeping bill tied to the governor's office is getting a public hearing. Tomorrow, a state Senate committee that includes Onalaska Senator Brad Pfaff will take up the sweeping legislation that addresses the workforce and child care. The governor, as we know, had called a special session last month to take up the topics, but the legislature gavelled in and out after about 20 seconds. The state of Wisconsin currently has a $4 billion surplus. The governor has called for $340 million of that to continue the Child Care Counts program, which directly funds child care centers. That was a pandemic-era program, and the federal money behind that will dry up in January. Now, Republicans have opposed Evers' plan and written their own bills that loosen child care industry regulations, like allowing 16-year-olds to serve as child care providers. Democrats say rural Wisconsin already doesn't have enough licensed care centers, and without child care counts, more centers in the area will close and parents will be left with fewer options.
Parents are either not able to be in the workforce or they're turning to unlicensed care. And in both cases, we want to help those parents out.
I am glad that there's different proposals that have been brought forward. I surely do hope that we can move forward.
The Center for American Progress reports that in Wisconsin, 79% of mothers with young children participate in the workforce, and 68% of rural families live in places without enough licensed care. All right, we are in for a doozy of some forecasts in the next couple of days. Let's get the latest from Greg.
Well, we still got about 24 hours of calm here before we go, but we do have the alert day out there for the frost or freeze conditions for tomorrow morning. Some areas have not seen it, but most areas have started to see really the season-ending freeze conditions that we said. So overall, you see the frost advisors are out till basically about 9 a.m. for most areas around La Crosse and to the south there. So something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, cloud cover still is keeping to the north, wrapping around that low as we zoom in. That's kept some of the temperatures further north of Eau Claire up there further down during the day, but also up at night. But you can see clear skies further to the west as we zoom in. So once again, those are the areas to watch out for the freezing conditions once again tonight. Right now, current temperatures are all the way down into the 40s, 41 in Sparta. Most areas are still remaining 50 in Eau Claire just because of cloud cover hanging around. Otherwise, temperatures today did reach the 60 mark in quite a few areas, which is still below average, but once again, more pleasant conditions that we've had lately. For tomorrow morning, we're seeing just cloud cover really begin to push away. We're going to see sunny skies come out for Eau Claire, getting back up to about the mid-50s by noon. Same story for La Crosse, but they won't have quite the clouds, but notice the temperatures getting down to the mid-30s. Once again, could see some low 30s in there, and we'll get back to close to 60 by noon. And then, once again, we do have Friday the 13th coming up, and later on I'll break down how that forecast actually looks, which is not great.
Love the Ouija board there.
Yeah, right.
Yes, yeah.
Getting creative with those graphics.
Yeah.
Greg, thanks very much.
AARP La Crosse hosted a Home Fit Resource Fair event at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center earlier this evening. The event shared tips with guests on how to best modify their homes as they age. It provided ideas like mounting grab bars next to toilets and tubs and applying double stick tape to rugs to prevent slip and falls. Carissa Pagel-Smith with their Aging and Disability Resource Center says home modifications like these help people live independently and injury-free.
Especially as we're aging, there's things in which, might not have been problematic, but are potentially today. So eliminate some of those barriers. Think about aging gracefully in place, right? To stay in your home as long as possible, to maintain your independence and safety.
For more information on home fit tips from AARP, just go to aarp.org. We'll also have that website linked on our digital platforms.
One La Crosse library is closing. Following city budget cuts, the library board has announced it will be closing the South Side branch permanently in an effort to reduce costs. A statement on the library's webpage says that maintaining 3 locations is just no longer sustainable. It continues saying that South is the clear choice when deciding which branch to close because of its proximity to the main branch. Closing the South branch was originally proposed in 2013 after the library system faced a set of budget cuts back then. Still to come tonight at 10, a story you will see only on News 8 Now.
One couple is using some intricate puzzles to keep a La Crosse man sharp as he battles dementia.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are an 8-ounce New York strip, $5.99. Select Frito-Lay snacks, $2.29 each when you buy 3. And Yoplait, 10 for $6, plus a 10-cent fuel saver, only at Hy-Vee.
The weekend to-do list. It's a lot easier with the help of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Attachments connect with ease, so you can knock out every task on your list. Whether you're moving earth, leveling a path, or mowing and mulching, one thing you're not doing is wrestling with the attachments. So you actually have time to enjoy your space and work on planning the next big project. John Deere 1 Series compact tractors. Versatile, easy, and affordable. Find yours at Tractor Central.
It's a John Deere day. To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are an 8-ounce New York strip, $5.99. Select Frito-Lay snacks, $2.29 each when you buy 3. And Yoplait, 10 for $6, plus a 10-cent fuel saver, only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. Lewy body dementia. It's one of the most common causes of dementia, affecting about 1 million people in this country.
It affects both the brain and body. A person's ability to think and move around slowly breaks down.
And there's no cure. So when one La Crosse man was diagnosed with it, he thought it was a death sentence. But a special hobby is helping keep his mind sharp and his heart full.
Nobody said I was any good with switches.
Mike Rankin's always had a problem-solving mind. 41 years as an engineer with Trane will do that.
Mostly designed test facilities, designed around how to wreck stuff.
A sharp mind, dealt a dementia diagnosis 9 years ago.
I didn't realize it until after I did some work at the clinic.
To have somebody tell you you've got dementia and there's no cure, and that was difficult.
Mike would start to notice it in everyday tasks.
My fingers don't work like they should.
He came home and he got very depressed for a little while.
But his wife Cynthia told their daughters that if Dad was going to make it,
we got to come up with something for Dad's engineering brain.
And the youngest daughter found these 3D wooden puzzles. They ordered a few, shipped from Japan to La Crosse, and Cynthia sat Mike down.
You need something to do. You're not going to sit in front of that television.
But he quickly discovered
they let me use my mind.
And for several years now, he's been building countless vehicles, clocks, even a gramophone.
They don't always fit like they're supposed to, so I have to sand some of them and then wax them.
Each one these days taking about 6 to 8 weeks.
I couldn't get over how many he did.
Loved ones say it's helped his mind delay the disease.
And we were told 2 to 7 years when he was diagnosed, and it's been 9, almost 10 years.
In the last couple of months, the caregiver has to be the one to put the pieces in the right place.
His muscles are starting to not be as strong anymore. So there's some mornings that Cindy has to help me just kind of motivate him.
But Mike keeps on churning out puzzle after puzzle, each one giving a strong reminder.
Don't sit in front of the television. There's lots of things to build, lots of things to do.
It was such a treasure to meet that day. And the next project for him is going to be a very small dump truck, so a lot of extra tiny pieces for him to get the better of.
Oh, I bet. That was a great story, Ken. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Still ahead, all the fall fun you could ask for.
Our local organizations teaming up for La Crosse's 3rd annual fall celebration.
Yeah, we do have dry conditions for tomorrow in Pleasant, but then it all changes for Thursday and especially for Friday the 13th with wet and windy conditions that'll last probably through Saturday. I'll break down how much rain and how strong those winds will be coming up later on weather.
At Dahl Auto, buy 3 tires at our everyday low price and get the 4th for free. Plus, you'll still get any manufacturer rebates. If you can find a better deal anywhere, we'll match it. But we'll be surprised if you do. Learn more at dahlauto.com. Simple.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Fall is here and the weather is getting colder, so call or go online to schedule your free consultation and get 50% off your new energy-efficient windows from your home improvement company. That's right, your entire window project at half the cost. Our team of trained and certified professionals will ensure your project is done right the first time. And on top of that, we're offering no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2025. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
In Arby's opinion, the cheesesteak is perfect. And you don't mess with perfection. Arby's does. Arby's, we have the meat.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Wow, forest berry fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
The service departments at the Dahl Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Dahl Auto, simple.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
All the fall fun you could ask for in one place. Today was the 3rd annual fall celebration at La Crosse's Burns Park.
The event is a collaborative effort between the La Crosse Parks and Rec Department and the Downtown Neighborhood Association.
The celebration was open to the public and included face painting, sack races, and of course, pumpkin carving. There was even an appearance by Brutus, the therapy pig.
Oh boy. Now, one of the event's coordinators explained the goal of today's event.
Just a way to have the community come together, celebrate the changing of seasons, and just kind of get together and have a fun party.
The fall celebration is another reminder that temperatures in the Coulee region are soon about to drop even more.
Organizers asked attendees to donate warming gear and hygiene items if they were able to. Those donations will go to support the Salvation Army.
A solid cause. We'll be carving pumpkins at my house pretty shortly. We got a couple just the other day. You gonna pumpkin carve?
I don't like pumpkin carving. I enjoy... Honestly, I don't do anything with them. I just lay them in front of my TV. I'm over the pumpkin carving. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible artist. So.
That's all right. I am too, but I use like a stencil. Like I print out a piece of paper, kind of do like the hole punch.
I've done all of that. No, it doesn't work for me. Just a nice regular pumpkin. That'll do. Just
Knowing
fine.
your limitations.
Yeah.
Hey, we are about to get a lot of rainfall in the next couple of days. Let's bring in Greg Barnhart for the latest in your forecast.
Yeah, it's definitely going to turn wet and windy here in a couple days, but we still got tomorrow, which should be a pleasant day overall. We still got the frost freeze tonight, something to keep in mind of if you haven't experienced it yet. Once again, you want to keep those plants alive. What we're breaking down is really once we get through tomorrow night, most of the precipitation will really start Thursday with showers and then rain likely. The rainiest period probably will be Thursday night through about Saturday morning. Could be an all-day rain event, wind along with it, and significant rain amounts too. I'll show that in a little bit. Otherwise, once we get through tonight, should be 60s for tomorrow, which is close to where we should be this time of year, and then 50s looks like it's going to be a common theme from Thursday all the way through next week. Tonight, really, we're dealing with that stubborn clouds from that low that's well to the east, but still we're getting cloud cover, at least north of Eau Claire. We'll see it break up a little bit, but still it's going to be present, keeping those temperatures up there fairly nice overnight. But of course, clearing skies to the south will keep those temperatures falling. As you wake up through tomorrow noon, you'll start seeing it break up, but then notice the cloud cover to the south. It's starting to pull north. That is the system getting closer. Cloud cover will be what they'll see mainly a shower, possibly reaching Wednesday evening towards Prairie du Chien and areas to the south. That'll still hold off, really not do much until probably closer to Thursday morning for areas closer to La Crosse or northward. Overall, big picture shows here's the influences of that low pushing off to the east, and then we're watching that large complex begin to push across the Rockies. It'll get into the plains tomorrow and then start to see that first wave begin to pull up towards the area by Thursday afternoon, evening, and then we're going to see multiple waves develop on this low, which does have quite a bit of snow actually going on at this time over the Wyoming and Colorado area, and then eventually over time this low begins even deepening and begins to pull. Friday morning is probably going to be the worst conditions, I think, overall, combined with the wind and moderate rainfall. But even by the afternoon, you see this nice band of light to moderate rainfall along with strong gusty winds. Eventually, when we get to Saturday, it pulls off to the east. I think Saturday afternoon will be a little bit less in the rainfall, and then Sunday should be a little bit less too, but cloud cover will stick around too to keep the weekend somewhat cloudy, but at least Sunday we shouldn't see too much in the way of precipitation. But rainfall amounts, we're looking at 2 to 3, maybe even pockets higher in amounts. We're in the red areas up to Eau Claire, a little bit less as you go further south. or north, but overall a good swap of 1 to 3 inches is likely with this event, and that's why it's going to be a significant rainfall producer for a lot of the areas. Wind is the other story. Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll start seeing some of the wind, but then the wind really starts picking up Friday morning. You can see 25 to 30. These are sustained. That means gusts could be as high as 30 as we go into some points of Friday. But that's not the story for tonight. We're just going to see temperatures get down close to freezing where areas are clearing. Further to the north, like Ladysmith, will probably be in 40 just because of the cloud cover. And then tomorrow, we'll still got cloud cover out there, but plenty of areas will see sun. So we're looking more at low to maybe even mid-60s. Once again, mid-50s as you go closer to Ladysmith just because of the cloud cover going on. But then everything turns downhill as the rain starts kicking up Thursday night into Friday. And once again, we could even see a thunderstorm going on. It's going to be an all-day rain wind event that'll last until Saturday. And then we should start improving by Sunday. But Friday the night, 13th, will definitely be a scary forecast.
Spooky one indeed.
Definitely.
All right, Greg, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Coming up next in sports, a jam-packed night on the volleyball court. Vikings looking to wrap up the regular season with a perfect MVC record. Logan was trying to play spoiler. Rob is in next.
Protect yourself, your family, and your community against the flu this season. And get your flu shot at Hy-Vee. Plus, earn a 20-cent fuel saver when you get your flu shot. Visit your local Hy-Vee pharmacy and protect yourself today. Some restrictions apply.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Batteries Plus brings power to your connection, phone and tablet repair, and battery replacement too. Make an appointment online or walk in anytime.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the chicken bacon artichoke pizza right now at papamurphys.com.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
Get insulin for as low as $35 at Hy-Vee Pharmacy. That's right. Manage your diabetes for less with insulin for as low as $35 per month. Visit Hy-Vee.com to learn more.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
What a night for high school sports. We'll start the show on the volleyball court with the most dominant team in the MVC. Vikings still haven't lost a set in conference play this year. They were looking to keep that perfect conference record intact tonight. Regular season finale for the Vikings. They were at Logan taking on the Rangers. Holman taking the first set, looking good in set 2. Izzy Jar doing what she does best. Vikings up 1. But the Rangers respond in a big way. Ava Detweiler going up strong. Her shot's too hot to handle. Logan goes up 4. Vikings answer back, though. Give and go, working to perfection. Jar drops another one in. Holman goes back in front, and the MVC champs keep it that way. Melissa Hoff's back in the lineup. The senior hasn't missed a step. She's pumped up. Vikings cap off the regular season with a sweep as Holman finishes a perfect 12-0 in conference play. Staying in the MVC, Onalaska hosting Aquinas tonight after a 2-point victory. We hop into the second set. Haley Kopelke spikes a curveball past the Blue Gold D. But check this out. After the set goes over the net here, Sammy Davis is there to bat it down, cuts the Hilltopper lead at 3. But it was the Claire Pedretti show tonight. The senior doesn't get the spike here, but tips it over the net to get the kill. And the Hilltoppers would celebrate as Pedretti picks up her 750th career kill. Big milestone for the senior. Hilltoppers get the sweep over Aquinas. They'll wrap up the regular season Thursday against Toma. Round 2 for Royal and Waniwak Center tonight. Panthers number 2 overall in Division 4. Wolves at number 7 looking for a big win at home. First set, Royal on the serve. Wolves with the return, but you can't leave it right there because Mara Gruen is going to make you pay. She gets the kill. Point Panthers, but the Wolves would respond. Jalen Stowe sets it to the high-flying Kelsey Justman. She goes for the kill, gets it, back and forth type of night. Match point for Waniwak now, and Stowe puts it in the perfect spot, and that is an ace. Wolves take set 1, but here come the Panthers. Waniwak setting it up, going for the kill, but Mara Gruen somehow gets a hand on it. Brooklyn Gruen wins it at the net. Point Royal. Then on set point, Royal bump and sets it to guess who? It's Mara Gruen. She gets the kill. Royal takes the set and the match 3-1. Hopefully we get to see these two teams go at it in the postseason. Let's go to the Cooley Conference. Westby on the road squaring off against Luther. Norsemen start out hot. Emma Chose rises up, gets the kill to put her squad on top early. They keep it going with sophomore Ava Berg putting the hammer down. The Norse would go up 4. Knights would stay in it though. The senior Iselin Hagedorn gets the kill, slashes the Norse lead to just 1. Then it's Maggie Betton smacking it down, giving the Knights a 4-point lead. But it's Westby coming out on top. Norsemen get the win in 5 sets. Cooley Conference title, though, belongs to West Salem. Panthers clinching it tonight at home as they take down Viroqua in 4 sets. West Salem wraps up the regular season Thursday night on the road against Luther. To the pitch we go. Toma already wrapped up the MVC crown, but they put their undefeated record on the line against Holman. First half, Toma's Ty Richards going to win this ball. Check out the footwork, keeps the ball moving, then uses that right foot to kick it into the back of the net. Timberwolves strike first. They would go into the half with a 1-0 lead. Second half now, Thomas Lisi winning the ball on the tackle, then makes the perfect through pass to his guy, Ty Richards. Richards is going to take this one all the way, sends it right into the net. Toma gets the win 2-0. They end the regular season without a loss. Let's go back to Logan. Rangers on the pitch, hosting rival Onalaska, scoring hard to come by in this one. Chuye Yang had a chance though in the first, but a great save at the net keeps this one scoreless. Hilltoppers would have their chance too. Later in the first, nice pass downfield. Great look here for Onalaska, but this shot is also stopped. Rangers would break the tie in the second half. They hang on for the win, 1-0 the final over Onalaska. Let's head over to Field for Kids. Aquinas taking on Central tonight. Action started early in the first. Rordan Staffaroni is going to take a touch before sending it bar down to put Central on the board. From the far side of the 18 now, Devin Wilkerson sends it flying past the diving keeper. We'll be seeing more of him tonight. Wilkerson's heating up in this one despite the cold weather. Puts another goal on the board here for Central just before half. That makes it 3-0. To the second half we go. It's Wilkerson again on the outside of the box. He could not miss tonight. That's a hat trick for number 10. Riverhawks win this one 5-0, the final score. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Dear first place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Turn the key and open the door to your next home with a home loan from Ultra. With a variety of loan options, from buying your very first home to building the home of your dreams, we're here to help make it happen with a local connection you trust. Our professional loan experts are with you every step of the home buying process and through the life of your loan, making it easy to handle your finances and getting you back to what matters most. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Update your home with Menard's huge selection of vinyl plank flooring. Atwater brings style to your home with convenient, durable floors that are easy to install. Get it now for just $259 per square foot after rebate. Continue your renovation with carpet from Marquee Industries. Soft Dreams is an ultra-soft textured carpet that comes with a 10-year texture and wear warranty. Get Soft Dreams plush carpet for only $139 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Where does electricity come from? It comes from here. And here. And here. At Excel Energy, we work to keep that energy reliable and safe by constantly monitoring and protecting the grid. Because while it's important where electricity comes from, we're just as focused on getting it where it's going safely. This is how the future is made.
Honey, where are the kids?
I put them in the furnace so I could figure out why we don't have any heat.
You did what?
Maybe it's that loose wire.
Maybe it's that plug vent.
Maybe it's the bad igniter.
Maybe it's a dirty flame sensor.
Or maybe...
Why don't we just call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning?
Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial customers within 50 miles of West Salem.
Dear first place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Great Scott! There was quite a discovery at a Waukesha County barn.
Our Milwaukee affiliate has the story.
That's the sound of an original 1981 DeLorean with only 977 miles on it, being pried open for the first time in nearly 2 decades. The stainless steel machine gaining new ownership after sitting in a Waukesha County barn, untouched and undriven.
He said he would go out in the barn and just look at it because he thought it was a really cool car.
Michael McElhatton is the owner of DeLorean Midwest, a restoration company. He says he got wind of the hidden treasure by a phone call all the way from New Mexico.
It happened pretty quick because once I found out the car was close and it was a low mileage car, I was excited to go take a look.
The nephew of the car's original owner told McElhatton they were looking to sell the piece of history. So McElhatton, along with his social media coordinator, Kevin Thompson, made the trip to the barn to see their dream car. But when they got there, they found more than they bargained for.
We opened it up. The first thing I saw was a mouse go running across the center console.
Despite the mice invasion, McElhatton says this car has withstood the test of time.
The condition of the leather, the condition of the instrument cluster and the dash, and a lot of places where you see sun damage, and that's one of the big killers on this. This car has virtually no sun damage.
Now, McElhatton is hopeful he can restore the car back to its glory days.
To take a car from this condition to what I know we can do with it is just, that's an adventure anybody wants to be on.
Lots of fun. We'll be right back.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Be a part of something bigger than yourself. Join a community who will support you with your health and wellness goals. Make new friends. Discover new ways to be active and belong. Join the Y today. The Y for a better us.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments until 2024. Plus get $2,500 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle on 2023 Sierra Denali 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Become a better you with the help and support of a personal trainer. Our team at The Y will work with you to meet your goals in a supportive and encouraging environment. You can be stronger and living better through the help of The Y. The Y, for a better us.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
We'll see
All
you
right,
tomorrow.
frost tonight. We have some pleasant conditions, but then it gets wet and windy Thursday and especially Friday, which means high school football too.
Gonna be a wet one.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.